up, you guys? Denny here, hanging out with the fellas of Coast City, Danny and Gene. Welcome.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Man, we are so excited.
I'm excited you guys are here. I know you guys just got back from Mexico.
Yes.
So thanks for making the time. First of all, felicidades. You guys have a Grammy nomination.
Crazy.
Your first ever.
This is our first ever Grammy nomination. American Grammy, we've been nominated in the Latin categories, but this is a, this is a whole nother thing, man.
Has it settled yet?
I think this week, it's definitely it's starting to like come together. But we're so excited, man, with this little album that has been amazing.
It's very exciting to be recognized by the Academy, and be around our colleagues and musicians and friends and stuff. So
it's a tough category too. A lot of friends though, right?
Yeah. It's a crazy category because it mixes urban, rock, and alternative music all into one. So which is perfect for us because we have all those elements.
Right.
But there's a lot of artists just kind of coming together. So yeah, and it's a lot of friends in there. So it's gonna be cool.
It's a nice way to celebrate. I mean, how did you guys celebrate when you learned of the actual nomination?
We were all in separate
places.
Yeah, we were all in separate places. I was in I was in New York.
Okay.
I was in New York, out there working when I
was in Miami and Lauren was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, so I called him right away because I logged on right as soon as it popped up, and I could not believe when we saw our name, and he totally forgot that the nomination. So I'm like.
I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah. Like,
we already got the Latin Grammy. What you talking about, man?
The day of the nominations? Oh,
straight up.
Right.
And then we called our manager, and we couldn't get a hold of her, so we literally called her like 75 times.
You're like, I'm trying to celebrate with people. Why is it no one picking up the phone? This is a big day. I mean, you two have been in the game and in the industry for a long time as producers, as solo artists, but you came together and now obviously it's magic. What is it? What brought you guys together to create your own music?
Danny and I have been working together for like about 10, 11 years. When I was doing more of my solo stuff, Danny's always been right there next to me on stage as my MD, my musical director. And we just started, doing a lot of music together in the studio, which started producing a lot of stuff for other artists.
Right.
And it was just a team thing, it just became like a very, like natural thing to do. So when we went back into the studio to work for my solo album, third album, called Coast City, that's what I was going to name it. We went in and we just started creating, and we were just like, man, this is so special. We're creating right now. We're doing so much together. Let's just join forces, be producer / artist. We loved Coast City as the brand, as the name, because it says so much, being that our music is coastal. It's got like this whole tropical Latin vibe.
Just woke up, give me an hour, brush my teeth, jump in the shower, give me wop on it.
But then the city kind of brings in the urban rock alternative aspect to it, so it just felt right, and here we are.
I would describe your sound as bops. Like those Latin bobs, but for people who are unfamiliar, you kind of touched on it here. How would you describe the music you guys are creating, that sound?
Actually, Caribbean soul.
Okay.
Because we're very soulful. We love la clave, we love all the percussive elements of tropical music, so it incorporates a little bit of both.
We were born in Puerto Rico, but we grew up in the States, man, so it's this a very bicultural project, and I think that's really what we're representing, especially like a new generation of Latinos that have Juan Luis Guerra, but then they listen to Drake and Post Malone as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So we're like right in that world, and that's really what we're trying to
Totally, but I feel like your music also is a reflection of your personal experiences. Preciosa, for example, is about your home country of Puerto Rico. I mean, how's it feel to have a platform for a country that obviously has been through a lot with the hurricanes and a place that you call home? Us
having voices, being from Puerto Rico, being so passionate about Puerto Rico, especially with all the stuff that's been happening, and after the hurricane, which we actually went back on a couple mission trips. For us to be able to do what we did with Preciosa, which is a video, you guys can find it. I mean, Preciosa's it's like Puerto Rico's, it's like another national anthem. It's just a beautiful song. Lyrically, it's amazing. And we got the chance to do like our version of it in New York. We had a day off and we did this thing on top of a building overlooking the skyline, totally live. And it was just our way to really kind of just raise our voices, and we wanted us to be heard and not forgotten, with everything that happened last year with the hurricane. So.
And you're not alone in that. Obviously, there's a lot of Puerto Rican artists who have really lent their support, but also just, I mean, think about Jimmy Fallon. He was just there with the Today Show.
Shout out to Jimmy Fallon. That was amazing.
How's it feel to see all these artists and celebrities really rallying behind Puerto Rico?
It's great for the island because, you know, a lot of the, like, the economy of Puerto Rico thrives a lot from tourism. So it's great to see how a lot of artists and a lot of shows have been supporting.
You guys collaborated with your brother, Louis Fonsi.
Yeah.
Fonsi. Those weekend bangers I was talking about, that's one of them, for sure. I mean, what was it like working with your brother on that one?
Man, that was really cool because we've been asked for so long, like, when are you guys going to finally do something together? And we were kind of just waiting for that perfect time. And it happened last year, you know, and it was literally, you know, we were having a moment with COASTCITY, and my brother kind of crossed a little more into the urban Latin world, which is more where we live.
This is fresh off the success of Despacito, obviously. What was it like as a family member, but as also Latin artist yourself, to see that kind of success? Because it did a lot for the Latin music industry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it really globalized.
Right?
You know, so we're really excited about that, and of course, you know, even Mi Gente from Balvin, you know, that those two songs really did great things for the Latin community.
Gene, I know you worked with Beyonce on the remix, her vocals. What was it like working with Queen Bee?
That was amazing. I got the call from Balvin's camp. We work a lot with Balvin, and they called me up to kind of assist the vocal production and be there present when Beyonce was doing her thing. So I was just like in the studio, just helping her out with the accent, and it was surreal, man. It was amazing.
What was your reaction when you heard her spit that out in the studio?
She is, I mean, we all know obviously she's such a pro, you know, and she did such an amazing job. And I work with a lot of artists, and you can tell, you know, part of vocal producing is you gotta know how much to push somebody, you know, before like it starts. And she was just like, I would be okay with some of the takes, and I'd be like, yo, that sounds great, and she would be like, no, I can do it better. You know what I'm saying?
She's
like,
a perfectionist,
and she's like on that level where she could just be like, and she just wanted to just get it.
And shout out to you guys. I mean, congratulations. Enjoy the Grammy nomination. Enjoy Music's Biggest Night. I'll be there. So again, hope I see you there. All right, love it, guys.